guy does this, take control of it, boom, boom. Now try the same technique that we were just working on. Walk. Right. Walk and push. So if you come in, no, fire up a little bit. So punch, don't be a dummy, just move. Go on, relax it. Move with what you got, man. That was the whole point. Boom. Boom. Now just step. Just walk. Control. There you go. Just whatever picture on the wall. Okay. Okay. So I got to step through with punch. Alright. Now is coming in with that, like this is boom, boom, right? See if in this position, right, it's kind of whoever step first.
Really low on those.
So just try it.
Really different, huh?
Step, step, just step. Just walking. You're getting your hits in, right? But these hits aren't necessarily going to finish the day. That's kind of the point.
Show me. Show me one. I'm not good. I don't get it. I know.
Yeah, you're hitting me solid.
I have different.
Go with what you know. But here's the thing.
I want to learn this.
You want? Yeah? Huh? Well, boom. See? Right here. See how I'm already in? Yeah. See, I'm not trying to go for the sparring stuff. See what I'm saying? The slappy slap. Because I also train for knives too.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm already here. I'm, well, like what you're doing is good. And it hurts. But is it necessarily going to stop a guy? Probably not. Maybe. Who knows? Depends on the guy. Right? Yeah. Huh? Come on. Yeah. Boom. Boom. Hold on. And you can do it off the lead. I'm coming at you. Boom. Stop. Okay.
So we didn't have this movement. Bruce had the leg lock, he had a couple of throws, and we only had one. At least the initial.
Well, you got a lot. Okay.
No, one of my buddies told me he had a lot of stuff where he could throw you with small movements like that, but I never saw it.
Okay. So here, start up. I'm going to come, boom, and just find a dominant position. Okay. Boom. Now just walk. Just walk it.
See, you're breaking my knee joint a lot. When you're stepping a lot of times, you're doing stuff that here to break my.
Right.
Stand.
Do it in the way you relax, right? Because when you relax, you move. Let me put my head down so you don't break out. So I don't chill up. No. We'll worry about control later. I'm not going to hit you back. Just, you slap me, I don't care. Alright. So, when you come in, right, like what you're doing, like this slappy slap stuff, fine. Yeah, because now I've got an ear protector, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now here, from here.
You always like to walk.
Right. Because see, when you back out, the way you're backing out, right? Like, do what you're doing.
So I got, you see, our outside, and Bruce's too, really, is here.
Right.
Our inside was here, wasn't it? Like, you're getting a different inside punching line, I don't have it.
Go with what you got, and we'll work it out.
Okay.
So, boom, boom. 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 Okay.
But ours is, we didn't punch him there. Other than, yeah, Bruce had that. Ours, the kind of shorter range was like you, but I didn't have a flag step.
Show me what you got. Yeah.
This is a training.
Right.
It's not as close as yours, but it's kind of 3/4.
Right, this is closer to a,
More tied, like it's the Chinese version.
and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, those guys like grab off. hold on in there too. Like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the solid guard position right there.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I come in again. Let's see what else you got. Boom, boom.
You were waiting for me. I know you wouldn't really.
All right. So I'll move on a little bit. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom.
Straight. Yeah. And then ours isn't hooking here. It's this. I don't know, you try to push it hard.
Okay.
And then because me and we do it's the same.
Yeah.
We do all these things and then
Right.
because
So
I like to throw.
now instead of coming all the way up here, go to the back of the knee.
Yeah, you got some good knee shots in there and all
Stop
bouncing.
that.
I don't have that.
Okay, so do what we just doing, like grabbing again, boom, boom. Oh, you high knee shot?
Here,
Great, yeah.
here.
There you go.
Do it to me some. Do it.
Okay.
Break me some.
Boom, boom.
Yeah. Do it.
Okay, leg? Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Okay. So from here, right? Bang.
I'll figure it out.
Now if I add, bang, bang.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm getting...
Yeah, if you get position, I'm screwed.
Right?
I lost my square on the guard there.
Right. Because it's really hard to bring guys that are trained on a really solid root down.
It used to be.
So you're grabbing here, here. You see the whole time you're breaking that down.
That's your low and high, and your low it's lower than mine. Low is kind of what you're telling me. Because
Because you got effective knees, right?
You
So
got
instead of coming up to here, right? Come up to here like the way you like to.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. Now instead, come this way. There you go. That's all it is.
Yeah, you're here, and you're hooking too. That's good.
Right. So it's sort of like this, right? Just like what you're trying. Boom.
Yeah.
The Thai boxer stuff, right?
Yeah,
Boom. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
There's some other things in here you might like too. And when we're here, there's also you did the same. We also like bruise.
Right.
If they're starting to back out a little bit, you shin kick them instead of
Pulling out, right? Yeah.
when they back out, and if you're working on it, that's a decent. They're short, but they're good. Bruce did bag work on it. He was not working on a wooden dummy. You can't get soft. He did bag work.
Alright. Okay. Boom.
Okay. You want to see? We got 3 positions in here. 3 basic ones.
Right. This is like basic judo, right? Basic.
It's from
Your basic wrestling way.
Okay. This hand down here.
Yeah.
Here.
Right.
Both sides here. Hook the arm.
Hook the arm.
Waist.
Right.
Knee, crotch.
Right.
I'm not very good on those things American.
Right. Right. This move right here, right?
Yeah.
This is like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu 101. Right. This is what they all pretty much do.
No, American wrestling.
American wrestling, right? Same basic thing.
Yeah.
Right. Control arms here. Control sternum here. Guard check here.
Yeah.
Okay. Very, very similar.
Yeah. So those are just 3 guards you work for. This guard is better because you have more neck control.
Oh yeah, you got my head. Let's see.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, as long as okay. So for you, like what you've got everything. You've got a really good package in terms of backing up and getting a distance.
Yeah, that's the outside.
And for you,
I'd like to get your punch and some of those knee moves.
I'm really impressed.
Right.
Yeah, I was not expecting the trick you came out with. Very good.
It's instinctual because you work the thing and then if you practice in this position like the judo one, moving around and working, you get
Right, exactly.
So that was a different way to stand. Really, like Bruce.
Tell me that. Let's see what you got. What you got?
Well, here we're outside, so I wouldn't fight. I stay outside.
Okay.
And then when I follow inside, when it comes to it's
got it.
or like you say, maybe your buddy's 6'4". You and I gotta get inside,
Right.
or he can pick us off on the outside.
Here's the other thing that I like to do, which maybe is this still working?
Mhm.
Amazing.
Yeah, I think you're getting low on card space, but
That's
it's
alright. Okay, from here, boom. So if I punch, you keep backing out, right? Boom. So keep backing out for a little bit. Right? Boom. I've got to find a leg, right, to pull you in.
Yeah.
Right? See, that's
Okay, so now, but okay, I see your idea. One way Bruce did it was because he liked that kick. I put more time since in on these other kicks like low and high, but you know, the way he liked to do it is when he was in, or like you said, then he drove off the kick to the hands, and especially those guys, if you're planting like hard style, you're right in on them, you got the throw right there.
Right. So, here's my question. Okay, guard up. Like this, bang, bang. Yeah? Is this how he got his shots out?
Sometimes. He had his, I think about these things still, you know. He had us do this quad choy, and I don't see that. I asked all these different Wing Chun people. It's part of Shaolin too. But he made us do that for a year, maybe a year and a half. And that was one of his drills for, it could be with the side kick, or like say if we're same, you know, a lot of times we're same side. He would either feint if they don't block, hit. Then here, then your Wing Chun kind of punch in here.
Or something.
Yeah, he advanced a year. I only found one Wing Chun guy who said they ever did that. And the other Wing Chun people I talked to, and I knew a lot of them, didn't do throws in there. Well, that it could be the straight lead, but at first we did it for Jesus. It's like, you know, then you can punch, but you lock here, get that position, something like. But you have more of this. I really like that about it. That's, you know, so if you got back position and then like if say I did this and I get in back position, you know it's coming. You don't let me do it. So then you hit me again.
Right.
And that works because his idea to hit set up the throw too. The Tai Chi master I know says no, it's the off balance sets up the hit. No, he set up the hit, sets up the off balance, the throw. Then if they don't, hit them again. It works. Yeah, especially with hard style guys. You know, people who are softer, like, people think American boxing is just hard. No, they got footwork in that, very different thing. And this punch that he has to do so damn much of it is very hard to do in sparring, right? I've heard, in fact, after practicing all those years, I think there's only a couple ways it's useful. You know, not like we practice it on and on and on and on and on. That was just to see if you're going to stick around, I guess.
All right. Yeah, exactly. All right, so let's see what we got. I don't know about putting you in here.
Okay. You tell me what
okay.
to do.
Okay, just go really light this evening.
Yes.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Just this. Again, basic track control. Boom, boom, boom. This kind of stuff.
So you're leading, pot.
However you do it.
Well, I move different than that now. That's the hell of it. That's it.
but
show me
Just move the way we move. I don't care. This. However you get to there. If you get there like that.
Well, you said I move longer than you do. I don't have your short.
Do you?
It's a long. There's a long, and then there's that kind of intermediate, and then it's a throwing.
Show me the long.
Well, the long might be just what opposite what you're doing. Might be. You know, it's any long technique. This might be here. We like these a lot.
Okay.
You know,
and would you use that for a close?
I don't. If they don't stand right, what I would just that, you know, if you train them, it's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, but like if they don't know the block for it, and we didn't used to know the block back in the day. Bruce had us doing a different thing too. But anyway, is here. If it doesn't, you step in.
Yeah, that was my question.
You know, then you try to. You see, first if they give you that, and you've practiced it, that kind of hurts. You know, and so that can shake them a little bit. And then
So show them this. Boom, boom.
Okay.
Show
Like that. Okay. That kind of reminds me of Bruce in a way. What you did there. Okay, so you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay. You want behind?
I want you both do it a couple times, then we'll switch it over.
Okay, you said you want this.
And now find that knee. Yeah. Okay, good. So now when you get that knee, I think you did it here, right? Boom, 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 right? So you through, right? So now you can, as you hit this through, right? This is really a hit. Boom, right? Boom. It's got to land somewhere. Land it. Right? Because you're used to like this and then going back, right?
Yeah.
Right?
So you're.
Boom, boom.
Okay, so you go. The first one, when you did the first one on me, you actually are breaking me some, huh?
What you were doing was this, right? Boom, hit,
Yeah.
hit.
Yeah.
So go back to that one.
The behind?
Yeah, because you did it off the rear. Boom, hit, punch, hit, point. Show me.
Okay, let's see if I can do it. Okay, here, you said here.
Just stop. Yep. No, not even that much.
Not even this.
It's just like kick, right? Like
motorcycle. You followed it through here, you said.
Right. Yeah. Bang. Bang. Just show me that much.
Okay. Let me see if I can just get that part. You're hitting here and kind of glancing.
just bringing it down.
Right. Do it to me. Show me.
Right.
You guys kind of got a, I see how you did. It was like a rub on me the way you did. Well, here you didn't get the rub, so I said, the first time when you glanced on me, it changed my, do it again, let's see if we got it.
Yeah, you're being a little gentle on this one, right?
I'm a little bit in both stands. The first time you did it, you changed my angle somewhere.
Right, because what you're missing on this one, right, was the first one was come through like this, right, throw this punch, now see how, by driving this through, right, that's what breaks the balance. That softens the leg.
So it wasn't the inside so much as your
now you can
weak spot. He's hitting across the outside.
Right. Yeah.
That's good. Yep. To drive. He kind of skinned it along me when he did it. He just
ready? Let's start. Let's do the whole move. Do the whole move.
What? He skins it into my.
Right. Boom. Because this is where you started, right?
Yeah. That's one.
Boom. Then there's my hit. There's my hit.
Yeah.
See, this is actually a hit, right? We're just being nice to one another. Bang. Right? So I'm hitting through to lose my weight.
Position there, and that's very good.
And I'm just cranking straight through.
Okay, my question for you is, because the way you're doing it, you're actually getting kind of like, you're rubbing my skin enough that's changing my, but if you really propelled it in there, you wouldn't be able to get that kind of, you're changing me this way.
I'm slicing it.
Yeah.
Right, I'm not doing this kind of hit. I'm doing a, if this was a knife, if I had a blade right on there, that would be sad.
Try that. See, that's why he's getting my leg out of position for it. That's good. Starting back. I think didn't you have a little more angle on your hit?
I think you're right. You might want to just step out a little more. Like the first thing, right, is this, right? Hit. And notice where my foot is, right? I'm giving myself room, but I'm also I'm setting for this hit. So I'm throwing this rear.
Position a little bit.
Boom. Right, just to get to here. See, cutting. Right, back when I'm trying to cut. Right, maybe, it's a hyper exaggeration.
Yeah, that's what gives it to it, because he wrote my stance.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, sorry. No, you're still going into my stance.
Yeah, go all the way up.
He gets to here.
Yeah.
He slides it maybe a little further. Yeah, there. Okay. Yeah, see, now you start breaking my stance. That's not
Here? Good. Yeah, all the way up. Yeah. Go ankle all the way to the knee. And now rotate it in.
Oh, yeah. That's the trick, man.
And then you drive down up here.
Yeah, exactly.
With that together.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm gonna hold it a little bit. No, I'll calculate something. I'll hold it a little bit and see if you cut enough by it to get my stance out of the way. Better, yeah. Okay.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, you're actually making your life a little harder than it needs to be. Okay, so actually this one over here. Let's resize this so I can do this. Okay. So what you were doing was coming through here, right?
Right.
Which hopefully is going to soften that leg up anyway. Right, and then I've got my punch up here, to get to here. To drive all the way up. Up in this position.
Oh, he's doing something different with his toes too, man. He's locking my
Well,
shin on the lower part besides his rolling the upper part.
Well, I just kind of added that in just for the...
No, he's getting two ways on me instead of just top.
Yeah. I feel like, we're all trying to go slow here. I feel like I'm holding my weight up a little bit, but if I just collapse down.
Right, it's like a motorcycle, right? Boom, and again, if you're doing this in the real thing, I'm not gonna... But,
You know if you reach it.
no. But, okay, from here,
Okay.
boom, hit, right?
Yeah.
Just the act of this kind of makes this all want to go in one unit. So now from here, boom. Right, well, I'm just doing it, this is almost for like demo purpose. You know, bang, but I'm sliding through, I'm hitting here. Now I've got this. I see you
Hold
can
it a little bit. Let me feel it a little bit. I'll tap you when it starts to get too much. But let me set a little bit. Some positions are really tap you.
Okay, so the first one again is bang, hit, drive up, feel this.
Now I know what you're gonna do, so I got
Yeah, right.
I got a chance. Maybe. I don't know.
Well, exactly, you kind of go with it.
Yeah.
But does that make it a little more real? Maybe?
Yeah.
Because I think I wasn't putting that ankle hook in there at the very end, but when I first did it to you. But again, I'm kind of counting on the hit and the slice, and also the body mechanics to get me there.
Do it again. Let's see. Do the whole set. Out, all the way out. Yeah. You did that time.
Yeah.
You turn my joint away to the head position here.
Yeah, I think it's like the hook on the ankle is what sells it. Like, especially on a heavy guy like you. I think
That's refined.
It's more like a down.
Oh, down.
Mhm.
Oh.
Kind of like forcing the knee to bend or bends.
Okay, you did. Let's see. Yeah, you did.
Great. And then now,
There you go.
okay, so now once you got that, right? Now once you go ahead and do that with me, so you can get me there. Boom. Right. Right. No, that's perfect. Well, no, I don't want you to stop. That's the whole point. I know where to go. Okay, I know where to go. Right. But you can see, right? It's like that guy's going down.
Yeah, if you got that position behind and that joint,
Yeah.
you got real joint control.
Yeah. No, I'm used to getting like slammed on the cement doing this stuff. So that's
good.
so. Okay, one more time. But okay, let's try this for balance. Just so you can kind of feel it. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, just a quick first.
Boom. Boom. No, now see, okay, right, okay, now just put that foot where, right there. Now see, you're already in position, but you're already in position to step forward.
Step forward.
With the other leg, right? And then boom, down I go.
Okay, you do it, so I want to see how you keep position, because I'm not in position now. When I'm so far away.
Let's see, the way you can see we're doing it this way, right? Yeah. Hit, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Hit,
So that,
hit, bang, slice up. Right?
oh, I see what the part you got there. Because
Right.
your position is, this foot is so, I'm too wide, so if I start,
Right.
start loosening it.
But now notice this ankle. So this is why, like, The upper body slappy stuff. That's good. It hurts. It hits. If you get a guy, you know,
Yeah, you're right. There's always somebody stronger.
and if you take a punch and whatever, they can't necessarily take a, you know, a torn out leg. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You get the joint control. You got them down.
Yeah.
Good start. Very good. Very good power. The whole thing. Very nice.
I definitely give my teachers credit. So Frank and Sonny, those are. Yeah, I had two great teachers back there. Definitely say that. It's kind of but you can see it's really not that different. It's just what you attach.
The way you're using the inside position is different, and you're attacking the joints instead of the main part of the body. This is really small for Dotson. I like your straight voice. I'm not so much straight.
Questions? Anything you want to show, or?
I was going to say, this is something that I thought was brilliant. You might already have it, though, because I saw your side step for the hook, but just put on this. Okay, so the way Bruce didn't really teach me, and the ones my father had, I couldn't figure it out. It's just so different than the Kung Fu. But my Kung Fu master showed me one that's it's sort of like Muhammad Ali. Okay, so we know that this is arm. So if we put waist, it's here, right?
Right.
Okay, so, but there's 3 or 4 more steps, but one thing I got from Dempsey and that, it's kind of like your side step though, so you may have this idea, so it's not just here, it's this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you got that pivot. And then I figured from Dempsey, man, okay, so we got, if we got the, so good. And so, okay, so the pivot is giving me more, because my body's working like a hinge. But if we're doing this,
there you go.
The difference was I didn't just pivot here, I had a rise. Dempsey said 4 powers. Anytime you get more than 1 power, it multiplies the power. And it said the best one of all, he had a drop step. I think maybe Bruce got the idea. And the drop step, because it had 3 of the powers. But it's not so easy to get. That, you know, when I first saw Bruce when it was 1 inch things, he did it with a dropping step at first. Later on, I didn't need that drop. But yeah. Anyway, I thought that was cool about the different powers and combining that. It works on everything as far as I can see. You know.
So you have any drills for that?
I got a bunch of them that I do, but it's in a different context. It wasn't from Dempsey, because you saw how even now I'm locked up. I'm not muscled like I was, but
well, when you go to hit, it's all loose.
Well, that one I had to loosen, but yeah, I learned from Tai Chi. This low, high.
Hello.
So, and then Tai Chi, they use them up and down. Besides all the ones I did to learn rotate, Tai Chi has an up and a down besides the rotate, and you have the ability to use the pelvic girdle, and then it's all in pro boxing.
Okay.
See, I thought I understood pro boxing from Bruce and from the Shaolin, but I didn't. I was muscling this stuff, and the high-level pro boxers, they use their entire body.
Okay.
And it's like this.
Just torque.
Yeah. It's like his punch.
Yeah,
He's punching with his whole body, and he's not just using this and this, or this, kind of like I am. He's using his whole body. That's why it's so loose, but he has power. And you got a few of those from him, too. Some of those were good.
Those are my marching orders.
Okay, sir.
Cheers, thank you. So,
thank you.
Oh, thank you. This is an honor, man. I mean,
That was great. I really liked your stuff. I'm so old, and it's so hard to change, you know, but I really dug it. I liked your soft, and I liked your joint stuff, too. I really like it.
Putting on the mouth guard and head guard was not for show. Let me tell you, you were hitting hard. Okay, I guess we're playing.
See, people here don't know that the Chinese got, it's the Louis Thai, you can look on the internet. It's the same thing as Thai boxing, but with the stand-up throws. So that's why for years and years, the Thai boxers could mop up everybody, but now the mainland they're back with the Louis Thai. They can hang. I saw one on the internet. He picked the Thai boxer up, threw him over the ropes and out of the ring.
Thank you, man. So
Thank
much
you.
This is awesome. I mean, like, we gotta get you.
It's good, bro.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
I appreciate it too. You put the effort down in the group. So it's beautiful. I don't know if I could ever get something. My brain tries to be there, you know. But I try and do some of these exercises. One other thing I thought I might add, because and the Shaolin and Bruce too. And Bruce, you saw I muscle up later on.
Right.
And my idea was hard. I saw Bruce, and I thought hard is good, harder, better. And then, but in the Tai Chi, the chain one that Bruce always taught us, and the Tai Chi dance is this one. Then there's a weaving thing in here too.
Oh, it's coming from
the,
underneath.
yeah,
Okay,
like the
yeah,
pro
okay,
boxers.
all right.
I saw a million pro boxers warm up with that. I used to wonder why. And then I realized after I practiced it a couple of years.
That's
yes,
hard.
yes.
It's much harder to do it this way than it is that way.
And this one you can't really easily go down, but this one you can go all the way from down, uppercuts, all those things. And so that was, I thought, a cool thing. And once I figured out, like I say, Tai Chi had something that pro boxers had. I didn't get that from Shaolin Master or Bruce Lee Master. But if I could have gotten softer, I would have been better. Softer, I would have been better. So you're lucky.
So thank you.
About us?
You had a good time?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
sure. We'll do it, whenever. There we go. And you did exactly right, because you're a righty.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, thank you, man. This was
That was great.